Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What up, what up? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. First and foremost, I want to salute Anthony Colón for coming through. Keep doing your greatness out there in Florida. He has multiple facilities working with mental health. He also wrote a book, Thugs, Revenge, and Cowards, Nightmares. Thank you for the book, my brother. Appreciate you. Keep doing your thing, my brother. I'm going out there to visit you, support everything you do. Also, the podcast, Nothing But Success on your podcast, Success After Incarceration. And with that being said, you already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard. What up, what up? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. Today we got Ant from the Bronx in the building. What's up,
yes,
man?
Sir. You already know.
Nice having you, brother.
You already know, baby.
Appreciate you, bro.
We're in the building.
You
yes,
already
sir.
know.
Yes,
We here.
sir.
We here,
We're
man.
here in the building.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Thank you for having me, my
that's
brother.
what it is, man. How you been, brother?
I've been good, man. I can't complain, man. Since I came home, I'm good, man. You know what I mean? Life is gravy.
That's right. You've
Beautiful.
been working. I hear about all the great things you're doing, man. You know, it's a great thing. It's good to have brothers that that look beyond.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know, since I came home, 8 years ago, October, I've been just grinding, working. Went from working a 9 to 5 to now owning my own company. You know, and just doing what I do, man.
So you came home 8 years ago and you got right into it.
I came home 8 years ago. Me and my wife, we had a plan, we had a vision. We executed it. We both was working 9 to 5s for someone else, stacked our papers, bought our house. After we bought our house, we had a little money left over and trying to figure out what's the next thing to get some more passive income. Came up with an idea. We freaking said, all right, why not try it? We did, and we turned it into a nice business, doing a service for mental health housing in the Palm Beach area.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Ant's background. Let's talk about a little bit, your upbringing and stuff like that. You wasn't always called Ant.
Nah.
Right? So tell us a little bit of the other character where you was out there in the street getting raised in the Bronx. Where in the Bronx?
So my old name was Scarface,
Okay.
from 188th and Marion.
Okay.
Everybody that knows know who I be. But yeah, I grew up in the Bronx, 188th and Marion as a young kid. You know, I was the youngest out of 4 out of 4. I was the youngest out of 4. Grew up in an area on Elm, right across the street, literally from VIM on Fordham Road.
Okay.
You know, I think my mom's just the only one that never did no drugs. But everybody else in my house was on something. And being the youngest.
When you say like everybody else, like you had your father also in your life?
Not my biological, but the man that raised me.
Okay.
And much respect and much props to him, Peter. He took on that role as my father. My biological actually used to come to the house to see my other siblings. He just never liked me from rip. So like I never. Actually, I tried to take him out twice, but it was like that. Like literally.
Y'all didn't get along.
It wasn't even that we didn't get along, it's just he never acknowledged me. And that was like real painful growing up, right? Like I didn't know at first. I didn't even know that he wasn't my biological. My grandmother used to always tell me. She's like, tú sabes que Pedro no es tu papá. And I used to like not really pay my grandmother no mind because she was just one of those women that never cracked a smile. Like she just never did. Like I just thought it was just me personally, but in retrospect, I was talking to my sibling. She never cracked a smile, so I just thought she was always talking shit. But anyway, when I found out, like I remember he used to come around, a little kid, 7, 8 years old. You see someone come around with a gift, you just get excited. And like this guy one time, like literally just pushed me off, like so hard across the floor, and like it just shut me down.
How old you was?
About 7, 8 years old, and I remember that, yo, and it literally shut me down.
I mean, you don't know the reason? Like, I mean, what?
So I don't never knew
I
the
mean,
reason.
out of nowhere, he's supposed to be your his dad.
He
Like,
was supposed to be my biological father.
Dad's supposed
He
to
was
love
my
you and all
biological-
that. Supposed to care for you and all
was
that.
never that. And so the story that I heard was that my mom cheated on him with the man that she was with currently at the time, and he thought that he was my real biological. He didn't want to accept that fact. So I was just in the mix of some bullshit, to be honest with you.
Kids always pay for, parent
course.
shit, obviously. This is what
Of
it
course.
is.
But, we grew up past that, right? There was a lot
Yeah, but
of
that's
trauma
trauma.
behind it. That's a
There's
lot of
trauma behind
There's a
that.
lot of trauma.
You get rejected by your dad and all that. That shit is painful. It brings trauma. It brings, how you at 8 years old. I mean, you're supposed to be like, you're gonna be like, damn,
Yeah.
this guy's supposed to love me and take care of me, and I'm supposed to learn from this guy.
Yeah, true indeed. And like I said, and even to today, I still do therapy.
Okay.
I do therapy every other week. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
shit.
Like,
Good shit.
I tell people all the time, like, yo, don't be shy to get, because if we don't clean up that mental, emotional baggage that we're holding on to, right? Like, we can sit up in here and we can talk gangster, how much shit that we done, and how much shit that we survived, right? But the truth of the matter is, if we don't deal with those issues deep down inside, it becomes a reflection of how we treat our kids, how we respond to our girls,
Facts.
how we look and view ourselves, right?
We don't get to really value what we really have in front of us because we caught up with our pain. I get you.
And I tell people that, like,
Therapy is very important. We encourage that up here all the time.
Yeah.
Back in the days,
no, of course not.
we was raised with, therapist, you ain't gonna go up there and talk to the white man about your issues and all this.
Exactly. You was considered crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, now today, crazy look different, little day, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I grew up. So at a young age, I gravitated to the streets.
You was going to school?
In and out. Right?
Okay.
So like I said, I was like the youngest in my crew. So my two best friends, my boy Ewok, boy Leroy, and my boy Guy, myself, all three of us, we started like the little crew on our block.
Okay.
And I was the youngest. They used to be the school security guards.
Okay.
Like the hall monitors.
Okay.
So every freaking day, every time, I swear, they gonna look at it and laugh. But like, I literally was trying to be like a good kid. I would go to class and try to sit through and learn the lesson for the day. Here come one of them knocking on the teacher's freaking on the door, in the classroom door, talking about the principal wants to see Anthony.
Wow.
With these fake note slips that we used to, they'd excuse me from the class and we go book. And that was, being innocent and just a little misguided. But then I got into the streets at around.
That's about the same age, though? 8, 9?
Nah. There's there's going into a little older. I met my best friend Ewok when I was, I think, 9 or 10. I want to say, like 9 or 10.
Your other siblings, they older than you.
They all older than me. I'm the youngest.
They never got in trouble.
So yes, they of course. So like we all had like own professional crimes that we commit. Right. So
Okay,
my sister was just misguided. She was the princess, but she was misguided, hooked on drugs.
Okay.
As soon as that shit hit, my brother Jesse, may he rest in peace. His thing was Jesse. My brother Jesse was so good. Like he can literally come into the studio while we're doing this podcast right now and probably rob us without us knowing we just got robbed. Like literally.
He was nice.
He could be looking at the computer screen, and the second he blinked, that computer screen, like, yeah, he was that good. But they caught up with him. They wound up catching up with him, murdering him, torturing him. And then my brother David, for some reason, we just always refer to him as Fat David. I don't know why. Like, he was just like a chubby kid as a kid.
Yeah.
It was never David, right? It was just Fat David. He has passed away, rest in peace to him as well. His thing was like stealing cars.
Okay.
And then my brother Robert, me and him used to be crazy tight. But then he started smoking crack. So I couldn't fuck with him. Like I always had a propensity, I wanted to make money, save money.
Yeah.
So when they was smoking and doing their dumb shit, like I was going on the block holding little packs. And like I wasn't the one that went and got little $40 and went and go spend it on a hat or an outfit.
Yeah.
Like I would stack my money. So when I put it together, I put it together.
Right.
Right? Like that was always my objective. I was still running around bumming, hustling, grinding, but I used to have this little can, a little stash, right? And I used to get 1,000, 1,500.
Hell yeah.
And back then, at that, you know,
It was
when
money.
you go shopping, you go buy the little sneakers, the
Yep.
outfit, the hat, you know what I
Yep.
mean, little gold cap, whatever, you know what I mean, for the road back in the days, right?
You lived at Fort Road. Fort Road is lit, by the way, in the Bronx.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, then we had a fallout, and then I just got heavy in the streets, and I got locked up. The first time I got locked up, I think I was like 12 and a half, 13.
Okay.
I got caught. I had shot somebody, a crackhead. It's funny, 'cause the guy, Eric, that you're going to interview next, my partner in the Success After Lockdown, he was the first guy to actually put a gun in my hand and put a pack in my hand.
What
to go,
the
to go out
fuck?
of the state, right? And today, 30-something years later, he now works for me for my company. So
Good
like
shit.
came full circle. He changed his life, very remorseful for what he did. But I was saying, yeah, my first charge, I was like about 12 and a half, maybe 13. I shot a crackhead, got caught with a 357.
You shot a crackhead. What happened?
So
You was out there doing your thing.
we was out there doing our thing. So we had a building on 188th and Webster, right? And the way we had it all looked out, had a lookout for, I was working for these Dominicans. And this crackhead, he's always come inside the building and be like, yo, police. And so we had this thing that when they said police, we would drop the package outside in the back, out the window to the back of the courtyard, where it's literally you just go back down, see the super, your super.
Get it.
Right? But he had that shit planned. He did this way too many fucking times. Caught me out there. Right? And
He
so
had a little gimmick going on.
yeah, that little thing with
Police,
me, right?
spot package. Police,
Right, like he used
package.
to wait till I come out the building with the package, like he knew, and then I was like, you know,
Yeah.
and this one time I was like, yo, I'm kill this nigga. So my boss was like, tú no le vas a hacer nada, tú no le vas a hacer nada. So what are you gonna see? Tú vas a ver que lo ve, lo va a dar un tiro, bueno. They gave me this gun, I saw him, I didn't even think about it, I just freaking popped him and yeah, and it was like my
Your first runners with the police.
it was my first run of like from that moment I was like felt like I was just kind of cold.
The crackhead told on you?
I told on myself in a sense.
Okay.
He didn't tell, but me I got caught with the gun. I got caught with
okay.
the bulletproof vest. I got caught with 237 bottles of crack.
Shit.
Like I got caught up in the spot, right?
Okay.
But they dropped the charges. They wound up dropping the charges because he didn't tell, thank God. But I got sentenced to a year.
Okay.
But I was just kept getting into crazy fights in Sparfit. From Sparfit, went up to Tryon. And Tryon just getting into crazy fights and Tryon. So remember back in the days, in the juvie days, if you had a year, after 1 year, they can go to court for getting an extension of placement without you showing up. All they had to do is show your infractions.
Right.
And that's what they used to do. I had so many fights that they used to get. They did that for like 3.5, 4 years, until I went into Isle of McQueen in Brooklyn, and I was like 17 at the time now. And one of the counselors there knew my uncle Pocholo. They used to play the instruments together and drink. And he was looking at my record. And he was like, "Yo, coño, papi, like you came in here for a year at 13 years old. You're going on 17 years old. Like, ¿qué te va a cambiar? Like, and they already requesting for you for another extension of placement." He's like, "I'm gonna try to help you, you know what I'm saying, and bypass that, but like I know your family. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, if this what you want the rest of your life to be?" And I was just like, just help me get out of here, and I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you're 17. At that point, you're not really trying to hear
I'm not
too
trying
much
to hear
of
nothing.
it.
All I want to hear is like you're not
Yeah.
gonna get me an extension plate to get me up out of here.
Yeah.
So anyway, went through that whole thing up and down through the juvie, and then I got locked up again. Right after that, they sent me to another group home called YDC1 over here by Edomore on Wilder Avenue. I went AWOL from there, started going out of town, hustling out of town to Albany, from Albany to Baltimore, from Baltimore to Virginia.
You was just moving
We
around.
was just moving around. All right? It was just wherever
At what? At 18?
At 17, 18, 19,
Okay.
right? So I was like going in and out. But like every time I got freedom, I was get with the work, Greyhound, we're going. And, you know, just kept doing that until it just got really messy. Caught my second bid, did 1 to 3.
No. Where you called your case at, though?
in New York, in the Bronx. So,
in the Bronx.
So I caught another case in the Bronx.
Drugs this time.
Drugs and I did a 1 or 3.
So you went to Rikers Island.
I went to Rikers Island.
How was that? How was that for the first time going to Rikers Island? Going
Scary
over
as
the bridge.
fuck. Scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
literally
normal.
scary. Huh?
It's normal.
Yeah, it was literally scary as fuck, right? Because I knew like I was a little wild kid, right?
Right.
But like I heard the stories of Rikers Island, and I knew I could hold my own wherever I go.
Yeah.
And I've never had a problem not holding my own. But truth of the matter is like, and I'll just speak for myself, me knowing what I'm capable of, and I know how I stand tall. I know my fear is not fear of what can happen to me.
Right.
Fear of getting caught up in the system or becoming this persona I created of being Scarface.
Right. I got you.
That fear that one day I might overdo it, poke motherfucker, and they don't live.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be like some, like, you know what I mean? That
Yes.
type of fear, and like, man, how many people have done this on it too? Who's gonna be up in here?
Right.
Like
Everything goes through your mind.
everything.
Which
So
is
if
normal.
you out there, like,
So you
anybody
crossing that
been out
bridge
there-
with all kind of thoughts,
yeah,
right?
of course. That shit comes across your head. You start thinking real, and again, anybody that knows me in the system, they'll tell you. You look at my flicks, like I held mine 10 toes down everywhere. Everywhere I went. Attica, Comstock, Green, like I always held mine down. But again, that fear of shit. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna be with a bunch of wild cowboys that just have the same mentality as me. Ain't gonna talk much. Don't really give a fuck. Right? They're gonna try me. I'm gonna be outnumbered. So I gotta get a weapon. How fast can I get a weapon?
Yeah.
So like I'm eyeing everything. I'm walking the bullpens. I'm like looking up, trying to see if I see some little vent. I'm trying to find a fan that has a freaking popped open piece of wire.
Oh, this is when you're in the bullpens already.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
going through, right? You just
Yeah.
anywhere you go, even like you're looking for something, right? You're like, shit, you're about to enter the belly of the fucking beast, right? You can't put on your lion's outfit being a sheep. It's gonna get exposed, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be exposed real
facts.
fast.
The truth gonna come out, right? Sooner or later when you get in
Right?
there.
And so thank God I was always able to survive my bid. And
So you went to Rikers Island. How long you was on Rikers Island?
So the first time I was on Rikers Island, I think I stood there for like 6 months, then went up to Green.
Okay.
And then I went right down to work release. So that was like a real skid bit. I should really had like
Oh,
no,
so you wasn't in Green for long.
nah. But then like while I was on work release,
Green is a tough.
back in '94.
It's a tough medium now.
Yeah.
I just,
back-
I I be going to the jails.
yeah, 94, 95, Green was
It was lit. Yeah.
Put it this way, it was
Lit
so
meaning,
bad.
you know, it was on and popping, guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
It was if you yeah. All right, but like they wind up putting the line. They have a line now down the crossway on the new side, going to the Chow. They
Right.
put a line like a crossing line to stay on the right.
Yeah, I was there like about a week ago.
Okay, so
I'll be going in there to talking to the brothers. Gang is the gangs. The guys that's affiliated with gangs and all. I go in there and talk to them and try to stopping little issues from going on.
Of course,
it's
trying
the
to educate them.
Same jail shit. Just that things are different. Definitely now. The brothers now that's in there. It's just way different now than when we was bitten.
Yeah.
It was a little more structure,
Yeah.
respect. Now it's just like really crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to go in there. I go in there with my team. I mess with these. I got a brothers that does this. That's what they do,
Right.
and they call Academy of Hope.
Okay.
And we go in there and we inspire the brothers. We go in and talk to them and try to change their mindset.
yeah, and that's what's needed. You know what I mean? That's what we need more brothers like us, right?
Yeah.
That been there, done that, but can now stay. They live the better side of the life, right? And that's
It's
what
tough.
it's about. Like, of course it is, because I do
Because they're not
volunteer
listening
work
too
at
much,
the
but,
the juvenile facility in Florida up on 45th Street.
Okay.
I go and do volunteer work over there, and
Oh,
like
yeah,
I don't know
45th.
on 45th
Yeah.
Street, right?
It's all the way up north.
Yeah, in Riviera.
Yeah.
And every time I go and speak over there to them, same thing. Every time I walk in, first of all, as soon as I get through the Sally port, the doors, gives me fucking anxiety, right? And like I still haven't got past that. It still gives me that anxiety, and the smell of the disinfectant and dirty mop water and hallways and aluminum and steel. Just at one time rushes, and like I literally have to pause for a second and remind myself I'm going in voluntarily. I'm coming back out.
Yeah,
right? 'Cause I don't care how
No,
much.
that's normal.
Right?
You know, I mean, that's
Does that
trauma.
happen
You
to
know,
you?
of course.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time.
Right?
Even now, I was green. Before that, the day before, I was in Kasaki.
Oh.
And in Kasaki, I was there. I was in a big riot in Kasaki. I was in so this time around, I'm in Kasaki, just walking out to Kasaki, you know, and all I hear is everybody whistling and all that, doing from the weight pile. Everybody, yo, pistol, pistol, pistol. They like, yo, shit, man, what up, G? And I'm walking in there and I'm vibing with the brothers and all that. And I was there, you know. So it's crazy, you know, because I'm in 1A, I'm in D block. I'm like, shit, you know, this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I was
Back
there.
then, yeah.
You know, so it brings a lot of, you know, of course, you know, the smell, the whole vibe is just, it's always like that when I go to every jail.
Right.
Whether it's Rikers Island, same shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's just because part of the trauma that we experience, you know what I'm saying, us, you know what I'm saying, as far as our bits and all that, going to jail and being locked up in all the places. So you always going to be like, yo, shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The great feeling is that when you come out, you know, just knowing when they put the little thing on it to make sure that you're civilian, they give you the ID, you know, you feel, you know, you like cool, and you're gonna come out, you know what I mean? You feel great, you know what I'm saying? You come in there with a different purpose.
Let me ask you this: do you get that you go in and there's a bunch of ruckers, right? They're not paying attention. They don't give a fuck who's coming in, right? They're over there. What we're doing? Chopping it on. Then you come in and they like, they see you and they like still ignore. And then when you start to speak,
yeah, you know, I honestly, on Rikers Island it's tough. You know, when I bring Dog of the Yard in there, it's tough. But being because who I am and the name, you know, they already know. So plus, they got tablets now. So I'm on their tablets.
Right, okay.
You know, doing Dog in the Yard. I have interviewed people in the past, so they kind of hip on stuff. So when I pull up, they know the vibe.
They already
know. What I'm
know.
saying? And I be in there like, yo, what up? What's good?
Yeah.
What's up? We gonna build? And they pull up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's tough for a lot of other programs. Don't get it twisted, because a lot of times they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? When we go upstate, they listen because I'm in there with a bunch of brothers that's on the same mission as well as me, and they known. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre Norman. You know, these are guys that really does this. Before I got into going to the jails and talking to the brothers.
Right.
This is the guys that doing. Shout out to Andre Norman, the Second Chance University. You know, all the brothers and all that. But Tone BX, we couldn't make it today. My co-host, I know y'all probably wondering where Tone BX is at. He couldn't make it, but I'm here. You already know we still repping the set. Dog in the Yard. But back to you, right, Ant? You know it. That's what I'm talking about, Ant. You know what I'm saying? So now, I love it. I love it.
So
I
you
love
have
it.
to speak through all that up, right? Like I get that feeling like when I go, and then I start speaking. Like when I speak, when I'm speaking, like the voice comes out, and the authority, and all of a sudden they shut the fuck up. I turn the TV off.
Yeah.
And I get their attention. You still get a couple like trying to.
Yeah, it's okay.
And then I love the fact that when I'm leaving, you always get that one knucklehead that runs up to you and be like, "Yo, my man, I'm sorry, yo, no disrespect, man. I listened to everything you said, man, and I just don't want to be the oddball. You know what I mean? But like, thank you for coming." And you're like, dude, like you don't want to be the oddball. When are you gonna take control of your life? When are you gonna start being the leader and stop being a fucking follower? Right? Because again, like motherfucker coming in here, I don't make no money off this. I'm coming off my own time. I don't have to come here. I could be out there on a boat.
You're sacrificing your time. You could be chilling on the beach.
My car down,
Delray Beach somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I
get
don't
it.
have to come over here, but I come here because I know I have a story that can help change the projection of your life starting now. But it's up to you to want to gravitate to that and make those changes. You don't have to go and spend another 15, 18 years in and out of this system.
That's right.
You know, you can make a change now. But keep being the class clown. I'll see you the next time. Hopefully, you'll be able to let this marinate. And when I come through the next time, you let the guys know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, Ant, let's talk about that bed, right? So you did use it to your second bed, right?
Yeah.
Came home.
Yeah.
From the 3.5, you said.
Yeah, for the 1 to 3. And then when I was on work release,
What year is this?
this is, I want to say 90, 95, 96 still area.
Okay.
Right? So I come home. My boy gives me some work when I came home. He was just like, and I was like, you're not chill. I'm trying to get work. I'm not trying to get back on the street. I'm just trying to chill. And he was like, yeah, I don't care what you do with it. You can flush it, snort it, cook it, throw it away. I don't care. Like, that's on the muscle. He gave me like 2-3 ounces. He's like, do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's for your pocket. So I was like, all right, cool. So I gave it to the dude to hustle. The dude started playing with my money, whatever. Then one of my mans, one day I'm coming from work. I was working downtown over here in Hudson for one of those agencies that help get felons jobs.
Yeah.
But I was working for them as maintenance instead.
Okay.
So it's cool. But one of the guys that I met there, I don't want to say his name, he was selling guns, and I had bought a 380 from him that day.
Okay.
And the day I'm coming home from work, got off the D train, I'm coming down Fordham Road, I mean down 188th. I see my man PT, and he's like, hey, yo, Scar, yo, did such and such give you your money yet? I'm like, nah, this nigga keep playing with me. He's like, yo, you know, he at this nigga cousin house, yo. He pointed at one of my other boys from the block. He's like, yo, he fuck with his cousin. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, yo, Scar, go change. I'm going to take you to the house, yo. Cause nigga ain't fucking with your money like that. I know this is frustrating you. I said, all right, to my other man. I was like, yo, PT, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, nah, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's Scar money. So I go home and I go change. And my girl sees me getting the biscuit ready, changing. And she's like, yo, what are you doing? What the fuck is she doing? I'm like, yo, such and such that owed me that money. PT gonna take me over to the crib and I'm gonna go get my money. Or I'm gonna go take his freaking car. But something, we get into an argument. Blah, blah, blah. And I was just telling my son this the other day. I said, yo, now if I'm saying your mom's is a snitch, not saying she's a rat. I'm just saying that every time I get into an argument with your moms, I ended up in jail. Never failed. So this day, I get into an argument, whatever. I come out the house.
I mean, she was just really trying to save your life.
I think so.
I mean,
yeah,
she was trying to, she didn't want you to go away. You just went to jail. So it's common sense that she trying to prevent from you going to go kill him, get in trouble, get caught with a gun, and go back to jail. I mean, so she's bugging the fuck out on you.
So you ready for this? So you can't even make this shit up, right? So I come out the building, I go, it's a big commotion, whatever. Coming out the building yelling, whatever. Police happen to be coming down Webster. So I don't know if you know 188 from Webster, they got the 3-way restaurant right there. I turn up and I'm walking up 188 up the hill. The cop, 188 is the one-way, only comes down. The police come and start coming out the one-way on the street next to me. I got the 380 on me. And I can see him from the corner of my eye, and I'm like, fuck. Long story short, I get to the corner. I tell my man, I was like, yo, police still there on me? He's like, yeah, they on you, Scar. So he keeps moving. I'm like, fuck, so pull out the gun, and I try to tell somebody from like a distance, like, yo, come walk towards me, come grab the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? Police is on me. They're like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing that, Scar. Keep moving, bro. So I was like, fuck it. So I turned around, I sparked on them, and I take the gun, and I cocked it back, and I pointed at the police car. Them niggas break. They hit the fucking, they start ducking. I squeezed, and thank God to this day, bro, the shit jammed. And when it jammed, I threw it on the floor, like really hard, dropped it on the floor. The firing pin popped out. So they arrested me, right? I go to court, and we argued that it was harassment. First of all, they was fucking with me, and the gun wasn't mine, and so they sent it for ballistic. Their report was we was responding to a 911 call of shots being fired in the neighborhood, and so when the ballistics came back, and they said the gun is inoperable. The judge like, how is it possible? Like, I do believe this is just a case of harassment, because what's the report? How can there was shots fired with his description with a gun that didn't work? Case dismissed, but I get hit with the violation.
Oh.
So I go back to green.
Well, at least it was a violation.
Yeah, so then I came home.
And it shouldn't have been a violation because honestly, you beat the case, you shouldn't have got violated.
They still violated me for
Yeah.
police contact, right? Back
Oh,
then,
okay,
they
yeah.
That dumb shit up.
It was a
Anyway,
little bit. They were stricter than nowadays. They're not even on that.
and I was doing good. I was getting money again. I had a restaurant in the neighborhood. Opened up a restaurant. I was the youngest kid in my neighborhood to open up a restaurant. Let you know that. Man, everything is going
After
good.
after the violation.
After the violation, I came
Okay.
home. My man, some kids from the neighborhood try to move up on the block or whatever. My man was like, "Yo, Scar, this is your fucking block." Like, and like, how you land? So he introduced me to a connect. Get right back into it. I'm like, fuck it. Open up a restaurant. We're doing freaking great, right? We're fucking killing it. Then I get stuck up. For some people from around my neighborhood, and I'll tell you this off the air. But anyway, so that happened. So I lost a lot. Some shit popped over. Shit for outside the area. That's what
Shit froze everything up.
Yeah. So my mom swore that somebody did a brujeria on me.
Right.
Because at this time I went from up here, like literally had 5 spots in the Bronx. We're killing it. The dope is killing it. We just doing it, right? I'm young, I'm wild, reckless. I'm just coming out every morning, hitting people off with some bundles, going sit in my car, go freaking chill, do a bag of diesel, freaking smoke a little blunt to make a thing like that's why I'm not. And I didn't want nobody to know I was doing dope, right? And we were doing that until it got out of control. And then when they stuck me up, I kind of lost my mind, and I was just on a body hunt. It got really bad. So anyway, shit happened. Those guys wound up killing a cop in the Bronx. They went to jail. I got on my stick.
Same
up
guys
with-
that stuck you up.
Yeah, yeah. That I got on some stick up shit. I got locked up. I did a hit down on 135th Street in Broadway in Amsterdam on December 6th of 1996. Same thing, baby mom. I get the phone call. My boy's like, "Yo, Scar, yo." I was just gonna lend them the blickies because I had the silencers and all that. I was like, "Yo, yeah." My wife, girl's like, "Yo, what the fuck is you doing? Like, you still got bread? Like, why is you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going. Like, I'm just gonna lend them the things, and they're gonna break me off, whatever."
Right.
We up all night sniffing coke and fucked up, whatever. They called me like 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, we outside your house, Scar. Scar, we outside your house. And she heard the phone. When I was like, all right, I'll be right there. She mistook as me saying I'll be right there, was going with them, or me saying I'll be right there, bringing them the backpack to say, "Yo, here you go." Like I'm still binked out of my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying I ain't
Yeah.
no condition to be doing nothing.
Yeah.
She starts arguing. "You stop me!" Blah, blah, blah. We get into it. I'm like, you know what? I got the book back. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the shit to the fucking car. You fucking stupid bitch. And go outside. And I just jump in the fucking car. I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking go. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right fucking back. I run back in the house, grab my vest, put the vest on, grab my shit. I'm like, "You dumb fucking bitch. I fucking hate you. You always talking shit out. Shit like you ain't coming
Yeah.
back. You going to jail. You going to jail. Watch." So we get knocked. True story. We get knocked. In there doing some horrible things to this guy and his family. I feel bad about it today, to be honest with you. Like, we did dirty, yo. And police came, and when the police busted in, I could literally have gotten an Academy Award for my performance, yo. Like, when I tell you what went down inside this apartment, just think about squad coming through the window, coming through the front door. They rush in. When they came through the window, unfortunately, there was a baby. There's an apartment in Manhattan that, the bedrooms are real small. So you have the window, a little nightstand, TV was there, big old blocky TV, and then a mattress on the wall with this much gap between the dresser, the TV, and the mattress. So when they came in, I had my back against the wall. When they came in, they kicked the window in. The guy didn't anticipate the TV being there. So when Lace came in, he got tangled up on their Mr. footing. But my reaction was because there was a little baby was on the bed, would dive on the bed and grab the baby so the glass don't cut the baby. And that's what I did. So when I grabbed the baby, I jumped up and they rushing in, guns drawn, and I'm like, yo, I got a baby. And they took my 2 co-defendants to the 4th floor. They took me up to the 5th floor, and I got the baby in my hand, and then they bring the victim out. And we're on the top rooftop level, and I'm like looking at the guy, and I'm holding on to the baby. Like, I'm actually like just cuddling him, but it looks like a tight grip on him. Like I'm holding his head, and I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, si tú le dices algo, te lo voy a decir, te voy a romper el cuello de tu bebé. Te voy a matar el bebé. No le digas nada. Dile que tú eres mi primo. And I'm talking to him in Spanish, saying, yo, you better not fucking say nothing, because if you say something, I'm going to snap your kid's fucking neck. Right? Say you my cousin. So police come, they don't know no Spanish. They call a Spanish cop, come up, and I'm like, yo, man, can y'all freaking, my cousin's face is all busted open. Can y'all freaking give him some medical attention? You know, I don't know what happened. I came up in here, you know, and I don't know what's going on, officer. Like, I don't know, but my baby nephew, you know, it needs some attention. My cousin needs some attention. Like, who are you? And I'm like, yo, I'm the cousin. Like, what happened? I was like, I got a call from my cousin to come this morning to take, you know, his daughter to school. And I don't know. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what's going on. They go, okay. Let me get the baby. They take the baby. And they go downstairs, get some air. It's December 6, 1996. I walk downstairs, walk down 5 flights of steps with all these police, SWAT team everywhere. Just walking down these steps. I'm like, oh shit. I'm walking out of here. I get downstairs. I come out the street. I look to the left. There's Broadway, Amsterdam to the right. I go, fucking let me go through Broadway because it's shorter there. That I'm walking there. I see all the Dominicans out there. They like, just looking like, who the fuck is this guy coming out of this building? Never seen him. Esto es la problema. Right? So I could feel the vibe. I fucked that, I turned around. I said, I'm going to take Amsterdam, yo. I'm crazy. I ain't stupid, right? So I go to make a fucking U-turn. All I hear on the radio is black and white leather jacket. He the perpetrator. So I get 2 uniform officers trying to rush at
So
me.
the guy did tell us, yeah.
Huh? The guy said something now.
Yeah.
They want to wash them all up. He already now said something. Right? I'm out of sight. The baby is in hand. He's good. So police try, and I did like a football move, and I run into the hands of a detective. Anyway, I take that to trial. I beat everything because they had 16 cops trying to say that they all locked me up, and the judge was like, "How can 16 officers put 16 pairs of handcuffs on one individual?" Right? So the guy never came to court to testify. I heard he moved back to the Dominican Republic. Long story short, right after the day that I beat, they dropped all the charges. They was trying to come back with burglary. I fucking go to my block to go celebrate. I go home, I grab a bundle of dope. I put it inside my jeans zipper here. I go do a bag, boom. I go on the block, and I don't know why. Fucking... This guy's like, yo, you got any diesel? And I don't, and like, wasn't even thinking. I just
It was just instant.
yeah, I just served them 2 bags. I go to get back in my car. That's a wrap. So now.
Oh, hell, that's not for you, bro.
So now, I'm the worst criminal. Yeah. I'm the worst fucking criminal, right? I just beat this case, so now I got just the burglary. They still haven't sentenced me for the burglary. Now I got possession of narcotics with a sale, right? All these cases, the standard third. So I'm going back now. I'm wilding out in the island, right? Wilding out in the island. I'm an OBCC. Just getting a little name, reputation for myself, whatever. I go to the bullpens. I'm in the bullpens one day, and I'm going to court. It was this kid that was talking about his co-defendant was a rat, a snitch, and he was going to come out pretty soon. So, in the Bronx Supreme Court, kind of all the pens this way, and then to come out to go load up in the bus, you have to pass that roll of pens that's against this wall right here, and then come down this catwalk. So I'm in this pen over here, and I got the ox in my hand. And I'm like, yo, when your co-defendant come through, just let me know, and I'm gonna air him. When he had to walk past here, I got him. So this young kid that was in the 4 building, he's peeping like the whole thing. And I see this kid every time I went to court. This kid been coming to court with me every time I see him, long dreads or whatever. The kid comes out, the kid looks at me, so I tighten up, and I get my arm outside the bar, right? And I'm just waiting. The kid peeped it. So when the kid was getting close, and I was just getting ready to pull it back on him, they had like, yo, heads up, dude's gonna try to cut you.
Oh shit!
So I didn't even try. At this time, I didn't even try to swing because he already had backed up. I didn't even try to swing or nothing. I just did like this, and I was like, "Yo, you my man. Pray to God you don't come back to court with me the next time, because you always here and you always sleeping with your head on the pins. I'm gonna chop your dress off, my man." Sure enough, 2 months later, I'm going back and forth to court. I see the fucking kid, but now I'm in mittens though. I go see the judge. Judge forces me. He's like, yo, you don't take this 3 to 9, Mr. Colón. I promise you that by the time I come back from vacation, you're gonna get so much time, you're not gonna fucking like it. I'm like, yo, what type of shit is this? He's like, I'm telling you, I'm giving you a 3 to 9. Take it. Get this case off my fucking docket. Go do your time and figure stuff out. So I'm like, all right, can I get a day to think about it? Like, no, you need 10, 15 minutes to think about it. Go back and forth. Anyway, that same day, as I get sent, as I take the plea, they come back for sentencing. Getting on the elevator, that same kid that I told you about from a couple months ago, I see him, I air him out coming out the elevator. Then I catch a new one there. Long story short, on my 3 to 9 bid, I wound up doing 10. As soon as I went up north, to Lakeview. I wound up cutting this other kid. He wound up telling. So I kept all these shits, stack on me.
You were just getting cases and shit.
Stupid shit though.
So what date when you came home?
I came home from that bit. I came home December 16, 2006.
So what was your mindset before you came home? When you started work on yourself? Did you change at a given point? When that wake up, when you said, you know what, let me get my shit together. It was
that bit that I started writing this book. I wrote this book right here, Thug's Revenge, Coward's Nightmare.
Oh
right?
shit!
Till at the end of that bit, I started like slow down. I started to chill. I was letting everybody know, like, yo, listen, man, I'm stepping back. I'm chilling, whatever. And every intention, but like I told you, they murdered my brother.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get stuck too much on the past, right? So I'm gonna get you real quick. So when that happened, did the 10. I came home. Nobody wanted me to come home to New York. I found out that they murdered my brother, and where they murdered him, my mom was like, no, you're not coming home out here. You need to go to Philly because I'm not going to lose a son. Yeah, she's like, I'm not going to lose another son because you're going to either go back to jail for the rest of your life or you're going to get killed. You can't come back into the Bronx. I love you, son, but like, no. So I moved out to Philly. I get out to Philly. I shit you not, I don't know why, I don't know what it is about me or whatever, but I get to Philly, I'm living in South Philly on 4th and Hoffman, in between 4th and 5th and Hoffman, in the fucking hood. I come outside, brick ass, December, I've been home a week. I'm outside on the stool, right, smoking a cigarette, minding fucking business, like 6:40, 7 in the morning. I come outside, I'm smoking a cigarette. My girl at the time had asthma, so I can't smoke in the house. I'm watching the whole thing. I see one guy standing in the corner and another guy. They was talking. One guy goes across the street. The other guy's walking towards me. I'm just there. I'm not thinking nothing of it. He's getting closer and closer, thinking nothing of it. I opened the door to my house for a second, checked to see if my Timbs was there. I grabbed my Timbs, put my Timbs on, but I don't go inside. I finish my cigarette. Man, the guy's just literally walking at me and we have like eye lock. And he goes and reach right underneath my stool. Don't say good morning. Don't say part. Nothing. He just goes, looks at me and like, pulls out a brown paper bag, goes over, makes a sale, comes back. I was like, yo, Pa, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you really think that you're just gonna be that disrespectful? He was like, excuse me? I said, yo, Pa, like, yo, let me introduce myself to you. Because I think that's a little misunderstanding of what you're about to do right now. I respect what you do. Hustle, get your money, puppy. I'm not trying to change nothing. This is your block. Get it how you get it. My name is Scarface. My name is Anthony. And I just came home from doing 10 years. I'm going to go to jail. I'm not going back to jail for nothing you do or anybody else do. It's not mine. So he goes tells it to the boss. That lady, that day, whatever. getting some work. I go to the bodega, meet the boss, comes out. It was like, yo, you fish your tissue, like you have no fear. I said, nah, I'm a man. I said, I'm hoping that street to street, respectfully, we can respect that. I'm not from out here. I respect what you do, but like, anyway, long story short, we came up crazy cool. I open up spot out there, fucking killing it, doing our thing. I get hooked on my own dope. I get hooked on my dope. She get really bad, like worse than it's ever been getting hooked on dope. That I wound up shooting myself intentionally because of the pain. You have to have an excuse, right? It was just got like that bad.
Well, where this came from? Like, what was it? You think that you started using drugs? Like,
I just started spinning out of control. I got back into the lifestyle. Got back into, and I enrolled into college when I came home. I was doing good with that. I started working for the radio station for La Mega in Philly. I was doing good with that, but I was doing that and trying to be in the streets at the same time. And getting high was my only coping skill to doing it, right? And
yeah, you can't do all that.
yeah, and it just got to the point where he just lost fucking everything. So I went to Greatest State Prison out there on a violation. They released me. My parole officer was really cool with me. He was like, "Hey, listen, Anthony, that's something about you, man. You have such potentials. You have such qualities, bro. Like, I'm going to do you a favor because I don't want this shit on my conscience, yo." He said, "I need you to sign these paperwork. I'm going to release you from your probation." I think it was like 13 months early. He said, "Yo, take my best advice, man. Get on a plane, go somewhere else, man. Start all over. Go put that book to use. Go do something with your life. You have such the fucking potential. You're not like the rest of these motherfuckers, man, that I see every day. And this is my gift to you, man. I hope that I don't ever see you again." And so February 6th, 2008, I jumped on a plane, went down to Florida for recovery. Went and started doing that, in and out,
Still fighting your demons a little bit.
Still fighting my demons a little bit. Got involved with some companies that we did some telemarketing. Wound up scamming like $30 million. I wound up going to the Feds. The Feds was trying to get me to cooperate. I did not cooperate. I would not cooperate, ever cooperate. The only one, me and one other guy, out the whole crew of fucking people that didn't cooperate. So I got sentenced for that.
How much time?
3.5 years.
Okay.
Right? For 3.5 years, but they got dirty. They set the state after me after I got sentenced. So then the Florida state came after me. And they was like, well, cooperate, and we'll run it all concurrent. And I was just like, I'm telling you the same thing I told the Feds. Fuck you, fuck them, take my consecutive sentence. It is what it is. My job is to commit the crime. I live the life. It's your job to figure out who's involved. Then where you got me, go do your home shit. But I'm not here to help you do your job. So I did my 3.5 in the Feds. I started in FCI Miami. From FCI Miami, I got into it with somebody over there. They set me up through a cell phone in my cell. They sent me to the building. When I got to the building in Miami, at the time, Fat Joe was there. He was downstairs, though. I was upstairs on the 11th floor on the fucking Wild Wild West floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, raising hell. And so when just raising hell to get out of there, because I was only supposed to be there through transit. They had me there for like 9 months. I was like, yo, like I want my shit like a sentenced prisoner. Like, I'm going to be up in there like, fuck this building living. Send me wherever. So they wound up gathering like all my paperwork. Fucking lieutenant comes to my cell and go, "Mr. Colón, you're the one that been writing up all this stuff and putting on. Guess what? You're getting your wish. You're going to be moving." I was like, "Oh, now you want to move me when I got like 6-7 months left to go home?" They say, "Yeah, we got a good place for you." Like, "Yeah, send me wherever. It don't make no difference." They said, "Don't worry, you're going to love it. You're going to USP Atlanta." It's like, all right, great. You know what I mean? I'm going to pack all this shit. I took my paperwork. I don't care about the rest, lose it. I don't care, get my paperwork. I get up to USP Atlanta, go straight to the yard, find out the New York card. They come talk to me, had them paperwork. They're like, "Yo, you need anything? You good, official?" I'm in the yard, doing my bid. Next thing you know, I get released. I walk out, I had like about 2 seconds of freedom. And then the state came and picked me up.
Wow.
And they sent me like to all the worst fucking prisons. Sent me to fucking Washington, from Washington to Santa Rosa, up in the Panhandle. I didn't know Florida snows until you fucking go up the Panhandle. Okay, and then I came home from Everglades Correctional Facility. That's the gist of my path. Now let's get to the really good where I'm at today in my life.
So your journey was been in jail, boy. You've been baiting. You've been getting some shit. That trauma. Sometimes when that shit hit, man, that shit you just keep going and going. Not even thinking you can have a solution for it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you was able to fucking go to Florida, you know, and going through fucking another whole bid and going through all these jails up there.
Yeah.
You finally came home. What year?
I came home 2016, October 1st, 2016.
And you never came back.
I never went back. And since
what was your mindset
So my mindset is
when you came home?
My mindset
First, you had to deal with the drugs. So
the drugs out my system. I'm not.
That was out the system.
That shit was out my
system. You
system.
dealt with it while you was in jail.
I've been dealt with it, right? I'm not even. That last thing on my fucking mind is going back to that, right? Like I said, I did a lot of work. Every time I knock on with it. Every time I did go in, I read a lot. I like to read. I read a lot.
Okay.
Right? So I come off like this guy, but like I read a lot, right? So I always educated myself every time more and more. This time, it's like, you know, those little reminders that you get, or people always telling you, yo, Pete, man, you got mad potential. Yo, Pete, you're smart as fuck. Hey, yo, Pete, man. You know, and all those little things, hey, Anthony, man, you have potential. Hey, Anthony, you're smart as fuck.
That shit in the back of your head, like, yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, and I'm just playing to myself, so I had this vision board that I created before I came home.
Okay.
And in the vision board, I had the house. I had my credit score up. I had the money. I had the cars. I had everything the American dream, everything that everyone ever wants, right? But we either try to get it in the fast way and don't keep it and retain it and appreciate it, or we work hard, consistent, and dedicated to get it, and we enjoy it and we appreciate it, right? So I came home. I think I was 10 days home. I went straight to work for Frank.
Okay. Shout out to Frank.
Frank said FXC in the building, right? I went to work for him. Doing that, busting my ass.
Steve LaBelle.
Yeah, Steve LaBelle, big shout out. Have fun in Spain. Right? And I just started doing that, and I saved every dollar. I was still coming in to work with lunch, tuna fish sandwiches, fucking ramen noodle soups, cold cuts, and everybody in the office kept saying to me, yo, Anthony, you ain't got to live like that. You ain't in jail no more. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm saving every dollar because I'm trying to, like, my mindset is different. Like, I'm a boss. I've always been a boss, right? But I can't be a boss still working, doing here for someone else, signing my own check. Signing my check. I need to sign my own check.
True.
All right? And so I did that. And then my wife had this great idea. She was like, hey, you know, been through something like a halfway house, but for mental health. And I was like, yo, you crazy? And I went to Frank. I was like, yo, Frank. He was like, yo, you crazy? And I was like, all right. And my wife convinced, she was like, well, baby, like, this is what we're going to do. And I was like, all right, cool. Like I said, we had just bought our house. So yesterday, the order and operation, I came home $72,000 in a hole. Had nothing. Had to take the bus sometimes to probation to work, or my wife give me a ride. I needed $4,800 to get my license back. But my work ethics, what happened was the first day I went to work in Frank's billing office, the supervisor talked to me like if she knew I knew what I was doing. She goes, okay, just go in that back room, set up in that computer, and just work on the spreadsheet. I said, this must be like the most simplest fucking thing that she doesn't have to explain to me or show me, right? I'm literally trying to turn this fucking computer on, P, I swear to God, on everything I love for like 2 hours. I'm hitting this shit like the old TV from back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm touching everything, I'm thinking it's touchscreen. The woman next to me, she's sitting over there, she can see the whole vibe, see that it's unplugged, and she doesn't say nothing. She's texting people. And I'm the only guy working in an office with 12, 15 females. Only fucking guy. Just came home, I'm ripped, I'm feeling myself, I'm looking good. I'm like,
yeah.
I got all these beautiful women, and I'm married, right? And I'm not looking at them, I'm thinking, but like, how embarrassing that they kept coming to the back office, looking like they were looking for something. And like, I peeped game because 2 females told me later on. So she calls me to the office, she's like, did you get started? I said, no, I've been trying to fix your computer, it's broke. She's like, what do you mean broke? What have you been doing all this time? I said, I've been trying to fix the computer. When I tell you embarrassment, that a part of me wanted to be like, yo, do you know who I am? Do you know who FXC is?
Yeah.
Like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Like, we go back. Like, that's my friend. Like, you ain't going yet.
Yeah.
But I kept my composure. She goes to try to turn the computer on. She's like, oh, shit, maybe you're right. I said, I'm telling you, I've been trying to fix it. She's like, how you trying to fix it? I said, I don't know, trying to turn it on. All right, so everybody's laughing in the office. And they laughing. I'm taking up, they laughing. It's a joke. When I start, I'm feeling the small P. And the girl that's sitting right next to me, instead of her saying, yo, your shit's not plugged in,
Yeah.
she literally go, Robin, I think the computer's unplugged. Needless to say, she lost her job. I started coming in. My schedule was 9 to 5. I would come in every morning at 7 a.m. and leave at 9. Frank found out I was doing this for about 4 months. Calls me into the office. True story. Calls me into the office. Go, yo, Colón. I'm like, what's up, Frank? He's like, what's your work schedule? I go, 9 to 5. He goes, and tell me, why do you been coming in every morning at 7 and leaving at 9? I said, Frank, to be honest with you, you're my friend, right? He said, yeah. I go, but you're also my boss, right? He goes, yeah. I go, I don't feel comfortable coming into work. I've had 30 days to train. I'm still not there. So when I'm on the clock, I don't want to feel that our friendship is being tested because I'm not effective as I should be while I'm on your clock. So I come in 2 hours before my scheduled time, a couple hours before my scheduled time, so I can prepare. Yeah. So when I'm on the clock, Frank, I can be as effective as you're paying me for as an employee. And he looked at me, he was like, what the fuck did you just say? And I told him again, he was like, go see Mike Taylor. I go see Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor gives me an envelope. Have in mind, I needed $4,800 to get my license back. Gives me an envelope. I'm thinking he's firing me. I'm like, yo, fucking Frank's firing me? Because, I never clocked in, to try to get paid for those hours.
Yeah.
It was just an automatic thing. Long story short, it was a check for $5,200. I was able to go get my license. And then from there, I got a red scooter. From a red scooter, I bought a Honda Accord. From a Honda Accord, I got my credit up. I bought the house. Then once I bought the house, then I bought my first luxury car, BMW.
Okay.
Then from a BMW, I went to the Audi A8.
Okay.
Now I have a Mercedes S580.
Okay.
Okay. I have a I have a GMC Denali.
There you go.
I have a motorcycle.
Look at that.
All right.
All legit.
All legit. And we have a multi-million-dollar company business that's evaluated over $10 million.
Let's talk about that. So you deal with let's talk about your program.
Yeah. So my wife and I, she came up with this great idea, and we just perfected it until we do housing for people with severe mental illness. We have 6 locations. We have a total of 6 locations, over 160 beds. Over 20-something employees, 5 company vehicles, right? And it's all cash pay business. We don't deal with no insurance, no nothing. We started with 1 home with 7 beds. Now we're where we at, right? And even then,
see that boss? You said you was always you always knew you had it.
Always knew, right? It was just surrounding myself with the Frank Sis, with the Steve LaBelles, with
the right people,
with the Carrills, right? With the Pete Harrigan, right? I surround myself with multimillionaires, right?
That's right.
Not because of what they can do for me, but what they can give me, and what they can give me is what's called intellectual property.
Yeah.
I became my own millionaire now, right? Mm-hmm. And I can sit at the table with the best of any of them and have a conversation with them, right?
Facts.
And I thought that when you first make your first million, that you were gonna sit there, coming from where I came from, and legit make that first. I was gonna just be jumping for joy and fucking hollering and screaming, and it didn't even faze me. I just opened up my bank account one day, and I was like, oh shit! All right, so I'm gonna take the same formula, and double it.
That's right.
And now I'm just gonna double that, and that's what we did. We went from 7 beds to 160 beds. So what been working in the beginning has been continually working as a format.
How long you been having it? How long you been having it?
We have 6 years now.
Wow, God
6
bless,
years,
man.
6 years.
And where these patients come from? Like, where they come from?
From everywhere. From everywhere. So
they family bring them in there.
So a lot of them go to treatment centers. So I never spent $1 on advertising, no SEOs, no paper clips, no anything. Everything's word of mouth. My wife's reputation and my reputation in the industry has been second to none. Every treatment center that needs to have housing for like a person that's going through halfway health but has mental health, they call us. Right? We have 24-hour staffing. We do medication observation. We run everything just like a treatment center, but just cash pay, no insurance. And we have residents that's been with us as long as 5 years that was deemed considered hopeless. That was considered unstable, right? We have properties with severe schizophrenia, like severe. walk around still mumbling to themselves, but they the sweetest. They ain't fucking with nobody. We have our co-ed locations, right? We have a low functioning location. We have our mid, and then we have our high end location. Then we have a bed and a place for every category and got different prices for everybody.
Okay.
Right? Because we want to cater to the mass, right? One thing about us is our motto has always been, we're in this together. And I tell every family, I talk to every family prior to anybody coming in. And I tell them, the minute that you sign our paperwork and have your kid come to me, your kid becomes my kid. So that people tell me today, yo, I work too fucking hard. Like, you ask Eric, I could tell you. Like, I'm really sharp with it, right? They go like, when are you going to slow down? I go, here's the thing about me. Because I'm a formerly incarcerated person, because if you Google my name, yes, now you'll see some good stuff, but still have some bad stuff, right? I go, and because of the non-believers, like when I came home, people told me, yo, stop looking to buy a house in a gated community because you're not going to get approved with your background.
Right.
I bought the second largest fucking house in my community under my name. People say, yo, Aunt, yo, don't put your name on the business. No one's going to send no business to you. My business have all my names on them.
Good shit.
Right? So I tell people my path don't decide who my future is going to be.
Absolutely. Hell fucking
Okay?
no.
So I tell people that
Doing your thing, man. Congratulations,
Right,
man.
thank
I
you.
love that. I love to hear all your greatness, man. I love that. I love the fact that you're out there inspired and helping brothers out there really need. Because mental health is important, man. It's serious.
But and the thing is, like, we have to change our mindset. If we don't change this up here, right? I don't give a fuck how much good intentions you have.
Yes.
Good intentions, they never created nothing good.
Word.
Right? It's got to put that foot, that
You
work.
got to put that work in.
Right? So again, if I'm constantly surrounding myself with the same people on my block talking about the same shit, about 7 grams, about, you know, I wish I could get this car, wish I could do this, but I'm moving. I'm trying to get with the moving and shaking. The problem today is that when someone sees someone doing better than them, instead of trying to get down, be like, yo, Pete, I'm trying to get on. What can I do?
Yeah.
How can I gain your trust and some of your wealth, but earn it? Not hand it because I know you, Pete.
Yeah.
I want to earn my shit. What you got for me?
Yeah.
What
That's a
can I
fact.
do? Right?
Yeah.
Show me. Give me some intellectual property.
Yeah,
I
give
can
me
show
something
you
that we could work on.
right? And so this journey in the last 8 years has become amazing and beautiful. I've traveled the world, right? I got off probation early because my probation officer, federal and state, saw everything that I used to put down on my goal list, I achieved early. I surround myself with people that don't co-sign my shit. Like if I'm going through some shit, right, and I have these things, like a person will wheel me back and like, yo, you're not Scarface no more.
Right.
You're Mr. Colón. Because I tell
Absolutely.
people all the time, like,
Of course.
I've had 40-something years of survival instincts to become this person that I created this monster just to defend myself. But the truth of the fucking matter is I'm not no killer. I'm not no cold-blooded person. I've done some fucked up shit.
That's right.
But at the end of the night, when no one's looking, no one's too impressed, I lived with those nightmares.
That's right.
I lived with those fucking tears of remorse.
That's right.
Right? But unfortunately, we come up with the demographics in an area or with people with the mindset that that's a sign of weakness. You can't beat Pistol Pete if you're fucking remorseful for the shit you did. That's
Right.
about that bullshit. I'm trying to hit that shit, right?
Yep.
So we shelter that shit inside,
Yes.
and we put on this mask. We come back outside. I'm Scarface. I'm Pistol Pete. Blah, blah. But they don't want to see the struggle that we internally struggle with. They don't want to respect the hard work and dedication and consistency we did to move forward and surround ourselves with a different
The
caliber
transition,
of people.
The
right?
transition, yeah.
Exactly, right? Because I don't want to ever have to live day to day, week to week, paycheck to paycheck. I love fucking waking up the way that I wake up now. If I want to motherfucking take a trip and spend $30,000 in 2 weeks, by all motherfucking means, right? If I want to go buy a motherfucking car, I can walk into a
Facts.
dealership, and if it's a reason, and if I can afford it twice, there's no problem to say where do I sign and get it, right? But also giving back. All this is fucking great, but if I'm not out there in the community, if I'm not out there speaking to people, if I'm not out there showing my experience, strength, and hope on how if a person like me can change, so can you,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And that's
You hear? That's for the young brothers out there. Talk to them. 'Cause this,
yeah.
this is for the youth.
And yeah, for all you young brothers and sisters out there, the same, man, that's misguided, that really think that the streets is for you, unfortunately, you're gonna learn differently. All right, it's all fun and games. I was just talking to a friend of mine right now on the way over here, talking about. I saw the news a couple of weeks ago. 15-year-old kid slashed some other 15-year-old kid, killed him.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
You seen that, right? In the Bronx,
Yes.
right?
Sad shit.
Out of control. But here's the reality: that kid is probably running around, if he hasn't got caught yet, thinking like he's the killer, right? He's the killer. He's the man. He caught a body, right? That's how we say, right? He caught a body, right? Lack of respect for the human being, the life that was lost, all right? But that's our mentality. When he gets caught, and most likely he will, because one, he's probably going to tell on himself by telling everybody what he did because he wants to get that glory,
Let them
right?
know. Let them know.
Because that's the story nowadays.
It's real shit.
Today, you young dudes, y'all snitch on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no one to snitch on you. All right? Social media, you'll go say something you ain't supposed to say. So he's going to hit the sad reality. When he does get caught and the judge smacks that gravel and he shows no remorse and gives him 30 years, the first 10 years of that bid, he's not going to feel it. He's not going to have no remorse. He's going to wild out, right? He's going to wild out. And then when he's 25, 26, and he looks like he's still got another 18, 20 to go, one night he's going to wake up in his cell at 2 in the morning, right? And wondering why his face is wet. And that's going to cause emotional tears. You're going to feel that you took someone's life and you wasted your life at the end, so no one actually won. What I can tell you young kids out there today, my son asked me the other day, he said, Dad, if you could see your younger self, what would you tell yourself? And I said, simple. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward and stop trying to impress anybody but myself. Right? And that's the truth of the matter, right?
Real
If I would
shit.
have continued doing that and I stopped worrying about what this person is worried about, what I'm wearing, what I have in my pocket, what I'm driving, how I look, I would probably been more effective. And even with some of my friends, I joke when I talk to them, and I go, man, you know, if it wasn't for you motherfuckers, I probably could have been a doctor today. Right? Right? I was like, yo, because like, but here's the crazy shit, right? In a way, I'm almost like, right?
Yeah,
like,
You're still in that field.
right? I'm still in the field.
You're different now. You're dealing with mental. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
And
That's
so,
the
like,
field.
listen to me. Take control of your own destiny. Understand that you all have a hidden talent and you don't have to go to prison to find out what that is. Stop running to the streets.
Talk to them.
Stop running to the streets looking for something because your father's not there, because your mother's not paying attention. I grew up with people that same area, same lifestyle, never did a day in jail, never sold drugs, never robbed nobody, always hung out, but stood on the right track of the street, right? And they living their life today.
That's right.
Right? I was a follower. I wanted influence. I wanted acceptance from people that didn't freaking matter. Just didn't matter.
Facts.
When you're here and you're present, you're the man. But when you're gone, you may get a couple of shout outs here and there. After a year or two, those letters start.
Everything fades away.
I used to tell people, I think there's ice in front of my cell. And people do, why you say that? I go, because the police keep sliding by. I don't get no mail, no birthday, no Christmas, no nothing. Must be ice in front of my cell. Motherfucker,
Yeah.
don't even look inside my cell. Like,
That's crazy. Yeah.
yo, it got nothing.
Something. Nothing.
But here, you ready? You ready for this? We go do a motherfucking bid. And we realize motherfuckers ain't there for you. Your girl done went fucked your partner. And our dumbasses run back to those same motherfuckers day one. Expecting something different.
Ain't nothing different.
Yo, he home. You good? What's up, baby boy?
Yeah.
What's going on? How many of them go in their pocket and say, yo, here, let me take you on a shopping spree. Yo, here, let me get you on. Yo, here's some money. Yo, here's some
True.
money. Your mom's getting old. Here, take this money. Move your moms out the projects, yo.
Facts.
Nah, but you home. Right? They still doing nothing. They still doing the same old knuckle shit, knucklehead shit. And it ain't long before you get back into recidivism and right back to it. Break the fucking cycle.
That's it. Well, one last question, Ant. How you feel about prison reform?
So, good question. So here's what I believe. And there's the system for you. The reason why the system is so broke And the reason why our recidivism rate is so high is one, because of the 721 Club that the statistics of the federal government had came up with that said that every 10 Latinos or brown men that end up in jail, 7 will go back, 2 will get killed, and maybe 1 may be successful.
Okay.
Right? Prison reform is so backwards, right? Because they call it the Department of Correction, right? When does correction start? Why is it that you do 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, right? 6 weeks before you're about to come home, they send you the pre-release. How the fuck do you expect someone who spent 15, 20, 30 fucking years in their life living a certain way to compact 6 weeks of information on how to get to the DMV, how to get a driver's license, how to put a job app resume?
So much
together.
pressure on a person.
So
of
much
course.
fucking pressure, right? 6 weeks you can buy.
There's a lot of new system now. Now there's a lot of new, a lot of things have changed since the last time we was bitten.
So here's what I say, and that's great for that chain. Re-entry starts the minute you get in. The minute the judge smacks that gavel and says you got to do 3, 5, 10, 15, 30 years,
Facts.
yo, take that time, that opportunity to reflect what the fuck you want, what your life is going to be about. Get into the law library, find out who your lawyer is, find out what you can do to help your case, because I say this all the time. Your best investment is the investment you do in yourself. Not on yourself for everyone else, but the investment in yourself. A lot of motherfuckers don't know who their attorney is. A lot of motherfuckers don't know they full charges.
That's
A lot of
fact.
motherfuckers don't understand. They just go and wild out,
That's a fact.
and they don't educate themselves. They go in there
It's
with
a
a
fact.
with a
I
4
deal with a
point-
lot of that too. Rikers
right?
Island.
They
don't
have
know-
the
same thing.
4.2 reading score, right?
Yes.
But yet, I want to get the job at the administration building. How? Can't read. Right? You're going to go work in a childhood so you can go flip your money. Got that, right? But educate yourself. Every time, even if it's just a self-help book, even if it's just a book, working on your vocabulary, working on that lexicon is very big, right? It has to start the day you go in. Because if it doesn't, Pete, unfortunately, we get all these resentment and anger and frustration of the system, and we keep it compounded inside of us, right? And then when we come home, the biggest things that people don't do when they come home is learn how to have what's called an emotional, intellectual conversation with their loved one. And what that would look like. We're brothers. I just came home doing 10 years. Pete, you've been holding me down. You're my brother. You're like your aunt. You're home now. You're in my place. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hook you up. I need you to get a job. I need you to contribute. Because, you know, my girl's going to allow this for 6 weeks to 8 weeks. All right, Pete, I got you, my bro. 2 weeks passed by. Yeah, where you at with the job? Pete, I tell you, I got you, yo. I got you, man. I'm trying. I'm putting out an application, yo.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. Then you're like, yo, man, it's been eight weeks. Nigga, what are you doing? I'm blessing you every day, but here's the reality. Since you've been home, my light bill just went up $80 a month. My cable bill just went up another $15 a month. Those movies you ordered, I got to pay for those things. My grocery bill just went up $400 a month. Right? So, in a sense, it was easier sending you $100 a month, lock the fuck up, nigga. Like, you got to do something. Now I'm like, yo, whoa, fuck you mean? Pete, you my bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your bro, and I've been telling you for the last 2 months. Like, I'm shaking and baking. I'm trying to get my stuff together. I'm trying to pay bills.
I'm working. You need
right?
to. You
And
know,
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I go, instead of saying, yo, Pete, yo, I don't even know how to write a resume. Yo, Pete, do you have any people that you can connect me with? Like, where should I go start? I don't even know where to start. I've been looking at the papers,
Yeah.
and I get stuck on the funnies,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is, Anthony goes back to the block. Fuck Pete. Yo, Pete's fucking bullshit. He's the pressure on me. Give me a pat.
Yeah.
Such guy. Let me get the ratchet. Let me go do it. End up back in jail. Whose fault is it?
Your fault.
Nah, it's gonna be Pistol Pete's fault because motherfucking Pistol Pete,
put
they
the
had no
pressure on
understanding. Pistol Pete put the pressure. Nah, motherfucking Pistol Pete was trying to help you, motivate you, but the only thing, Pistol Pete couldn't put his shoes and yours on at the same time.
Facts.
But yet you don't want to take no account of fucking ability. You don't want to be no responsible for nothing. The world owes you. The world don't owe you a motherfucking thing.
That's
I
right.
ain't never go for a
That's a
job.
fact.
I ain't never go for a motherfucking job with my background and not get the job. You have to learn to
Talk
adapt and
about it.
become a chameleon. I can be a thug. I can be a gangster. I can be a businessman. I can be a gentleman. You have to learn to adapt to the room that you're in. Right?
Listen, man, with that being said, man, appreciate you, man. You already know. Appreciate you, bro. Love, man. Appreciate you, man.
Where's the pen?
So,
Where's the pen?
Stay on this. So you can stay. You got to stay.
From
Yeah.
my bro here.
So you already know, and you know what I mean. BX Burrow.
BX
Now he
all
resides in Florida, second home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love Florida, man. So you know,
Yeah.
we definitely gonna catch up out there, eh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You close.
For sure. I'm right there. Been telling you for a minute.
That's crazy.
All right.
And
Then
with
la pluma allá.
And with that being said, you already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard, and nothing but love, brother.
Peace out to all those out there. Don't forget Success After Lockdown.
What's the book? What's the book we about to?
There's a book that I wrote while I was away in prison called Thugs Revenge Cowards Nightmare. It's a story about growing up. Little twists and turns over here, man. But I got this copy for you that I'm going to bless you with. Like I said, we're also going to be starting out Success After Lockdown Season 4.
Okay.
Also for all those little young entrepreneurs out there, man, if y'all want to follow someone that giving out some good intellectual property, is my boy Dustin Polentado on TikTok. He owns a lot of treatment centers, and he's giving a lot of intellectual property for free. So people need to plug into him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we get a pen.
With that being said, you already know. It's your boy Pistol, Dog in the Yard. What up? What up? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. You already know. Salute Anthony Colón for coming through. An amazing story. You know, this brother right here, man, he came from a dark moment, you know, and as a childhood, and he converted that and changed his whole mindset, came home after 22 years, and now he focused. He got a book out, Thugs, Revenge, and Cowards, Nightmares. Appreciate you for your book. He also has multiple facilities out in Florida, and he deals with mental health, which is very important for our society. Also has a podcast called Success After Lockdown. Nothing but success on your podcast. You can count me in. You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard.
Welcome to Infinity of Inglewood. My name's Antonio, the finance director here. Today we're showcasing a 2022 Infiniti Q60 Red Sport, 400 horsepower, 18-inch rims, candy red. We don't only have Infinitis. We have BMWs, Mercedes, Lamborghinis, Jaguars, Range Rovers. You want it? We got it. A car like this with only $3,000 down, you're looking at $299 a month. And remember, mention Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard, you get your $1,000 discount.
Dog in the Yard is about second chances. I bring those same opportunities to real estate, not only here in Tampa Bay, but throughout the entire United States. I'm Gustavo Torres with Florida's First Choice Realty. I make real estate moves simple and stress-free, helping families and individuals like yourself find stability through buying, selling, or investing. From the yard, straight to your front yard.
Whipping it, skirting the bands. She wanna pay up, cause of my chain. Stay out of my lane. Playing my charm, it be a rap. Hear that clickety clap. Unloading the clip, just hitting your frame.